Hello. Today I would like to introduce the book The Winner's Laws by Bodo Schäfer. To those of you who've read a lot of these personal development books, the importance of habits is probably not lost on you. While we want to make good habits while getting rid of bad ones, we know how difficult that is. That is why Bodo Schäfer introduces his 30 Great Winners Habits over the course of 30 chapters, so that you can read one chapter every day during a month and quickly, every day, give yourself daily reminders on what kind of habits to keep on acquiring. So I would like to then give you some of the four habits that were the most impactful to me. The first one is that we should focus on income producing activities, or IPAs. When we want to invest in a company, when we want to look for stocks to invest in, we want to invest in companies that are profitable, that make money, that have a lot of cash, that generate a lot of cash flow. These are the kind of companies that are good investments. If you find a company that simply doesn't have any cash flow and uses all of its sources for activities that simply don't generate revenue, we cannot call that a good investment. This basic concept applies to individuals as well. Our activities follow the Pareto principle. 80% of our activities have no value, generate no revenue, while 20% generate the most revenue. That is why we should focus most of our efforts and time onto the 20% of the activities that generate the most revenue, that make the most value for us. However, this is hard, and almost winners are the ones who accurately analyze and see just which of these activities produce the most revenue, produce the most money. In order to become winners ourselves, we must ascertain these IPAs, these income producing activities, and focus our efforts on this specific field of activity. 2, we need to let go. We need to have the courage to let go. In order to live a new life, you need to get rid of the old. We need to say bye. We need to put an end, and in a sense, kill our past self. In order to do so, it requires a great amount of courage, of determination. That is why, in order to make a turning point, in order to make a different direction for yourself and change the course of your life, we must have the ability and the courage and the bravery to let go, to say bye to our former selves. 3, do not reinvent the wheel. We have no need to reinvent the wheel, to reinvent whatever that came before us. As long as it works, it's fine. When I start something new and go into a different project or a new project entirely, I have this tendency to try to learn from the beginning to the end, from 1 to 10, everything, and then develop my personal methods. However, this is not a very wise use of my time. In essence, I'm using my time to relearn what my predecessors already learned. Instead, I should just learn the basics, learn the most fundamental aspects, and work from there. Just gain what everyone has done before me first, and then add on my little bits at a time. There is no need to reinvent the wheel. 4, we cannot be afraid of dissatisfaction. A satisfied person is someone that is dead, that cannot change, that doesn't want to change, that has no motivation to change. Therefore, a satisfied person cannot go. We should not be afraid of dissatisfaction, of discomfort, and being all around uncomfortable. In fact, if we're too comfortable, if we're too accustomed to our lifestyle now, that's a warning sign to say that we need to go produce more challenges, challenge ourselves, and go for more new territories. That is what, only by doing so, only by making these efforts and attempts to widen and enlarge our territories, can we walk the path of the winner? On a side note, I do not think that winning or the term victory is used in the common lexicon as much nowadays. Instead, we are told to avoid competition and reaffirm ourselves. Okay, it wasn't hard, or it was just unlucky. Of course you could have lost. Who can win all of their battles? But these are all just self-explanations, things such as self-reasonings and just excuses in the end. What really matters is that in our hearts, in our deepest core, we want to win. We would rather win than lose. This book tells us that everyone has the right to win. Everyone has the right to be a winner. Therefore, winners are not determined at birth. No, winners and losers are divided, categorized based on whether or not they can get these winner's laws, these basic principles, and follow them over a long period of time. These habits, the differences in our day-to-day life, that is what makes a winner. While reading this book, I was able to once again look back and see just the parts of myself that are weak, while also looking at the parts of myself that needed improvement. Winston Churchill said in his speech, "Never surrender. Never, never, never." And that is the crux of the issue. That is the hint. That is the everything. Once we surrender, there is no after. There is nothing else. We are dead. There's no hope of returning. However, on the other hand, if we don't surrender, if there is nothing, if we do not surrender, there is no loss that we cannot jump back from, that we cannot bounce back from. Therefore, not surrendering and keeping at it is the surefire success to winning. After reading this book, I was motivated and inspired to lead a victory-filled life, to lead the life of a winner, and say bye, and say farewell to the life that I once led. And I'd highly recommend this book to anyone and everyone who wants to develop themselves personally. These are great habits, and I hope you can get accustomed to it soon. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.